Alright guys, quick video. There's a lot of things that I keep forgetting to mention. Take you back all the way back to around September the 7th, around the week of September the 7th, 2018. I have problems with my car. The brakes, I didn't have, the brake fluid got low. I didn't even have money for the brake fluid. No one would help me. So this boy, Lucas Horsley, cross-eyed guy that I keep talking about, that all of a sudden, it was after the German boy and the big dude, and they played that little gay thing around me. And then there was, let me think, guys. Okay, so he's down there. Now this is the very first time I think I start kind of going down there a little bit, because I had to. No one had brake fluid. No one could help me. So he said he'd come up here and help me get it running. He knew a trick. His dad showed him. And I said no thank you. A couple days later, I think, because finally I said, come on man, just see what you can do. So he comes up there. This boy, let me tell you what he does, guys. He puts motor oil mixed with water into the reservoir of my car. Completely have no brakes now. Now the whole line needs draining. So I managed to get it to the mechanic shop there in Moody. I ain't got no money. He said that he messed it up and now I need a new brake cylinder. So I had to leave it there. It's all this time I keep waiting for this guy to work on the car and fix it. I told him I'd make payments or pay him somehow. Still never did. So I'm having to all the time rely on rides to go down there and check on my car, check on my car, check on my car. So anyway, this guy, let me tell you what he does. First, he's like play acting, like he's gonna fight, and I'm just joking, hey, how you doing, like thing. And I'm thinking, yeah, what he's doing, he's filming me, trying to get it look like I'm doing something different than what we're doing. Then inside, I walk in there one day. He runs up. Now he's pretending that he's living there now. Now he lives right up the road on that Washercamp road, like I was telling you. Now remember, in the initial beginning in 2014, 15, something like that, one of the two Horsleys was in on this, that started this whole thing. Alright, anyway, so he runs up to me, flicking his arms and pointing and doing his head sideways like he's trying to tell me to leave, but he's saying something different, like, hey, why don't me and you go down to the Goodwill box thing, the drop-off box there in Moody, there's one, see what's in there, little things like that or whatever. And I'm thinking, what he's saying in his body actions are different. He's filming this. And then there was a time where I was out of food, needed food, no one had no food. So I'm on the phone, I think with Justin. He's like, yeah, there's a place in Moody, Cedar Grove Baptist, church, tell me where to go and all this. So then I found out that the Horsley guy is the one that told him about it. So I'm thinking, this sounds like a setup to me. So I'll go down there. Lady takes my license. I'm sitting on the bench in the hall while the lady goes into another room, starts filling up some stuff. And then this little girl walks by. And as soon as she gets to me, she scoots up like Spider-Man and slides up against the wall till she passes me. I'm thinking, what the freak here? And then she goes to the bathroom. That's not normal, guys. So I'm thinking he set up something there too. I'm not sure. But the Fowlers, the Horsleys, and whoever that bald John guy is that lives up there, I'm telling you, they're working all together. That's just one little group, one little clique. It all surrounds the White House people. Justin, my son, and Cody, which 3 years ago Cody supposedly killed himself, which I don't believe, guys, and I'll tell you why later. I believe that was faked. And then after that, listen, Justin, it seems like he has a nervous breakdown. He has to go to the hospital for a week or so in psych ward or something. But they call the police up there, and this is why I'm thinking this was a play on an act. Trust me. Now, I'm walking by Justin. The one guy, the police chief, whoever the heck he was, I don't know, had his back to me looking at Justin. The other two cops kind of facing me, and he's talking to Justin. I just walked by and said, "Love you, man," like that. And this cop, dude, rolls his eyes, guys. While Justin's looking at him, rolls his eyes at me. Okay? Now, are you going to do that with a psychologically messed up dude? No, that was a setup. A setup, guys. Fake as plastic ice cream. You know, fake as whatever you want to say it. So, I'm telling you, it's all an illusion. They're all freaking messing with me. And there'll be things, guys, that I have left out in these videos. Forgive me. Things I can't remember. Yeah. While I'm thinking about it, not too long ago, supposedly this Horsley guy hacks into Joshua's computer, opens some kind of an account online, and then he steals another guy's money or check or something out of a mailbox, and somehow gets it into Joshua's account. And I'm told that Joshua was arrested on a felony charge because of the Horsley dude. Then finally he went to court and he changed it from a felony to a misdemeanor. I don't know. I don't believe any of it. But so I'm there sitting in my car, and Horsley drives up out front, kind of stops, and so Marion Wright Howell runs up to the car, starts talking to him, whatever. A few minutes later, about 10 minutes later, he drives back in and pulls in to the house and walks up close to my car in the front yard, laughing and cutting up with Marlon Howell. Now, this is after he set my son up on a felony, supposedly. Now, I didn't even recognize the dude till I seen his eyes and heard his voice. So I grabbed a little bat that's in my car, opened the door, said, "Dude, what you doing here?" And all this. And I said, I'll tell you what, you gonna set my son up on a felony? I got something for you. So I started to walk towards the house inside. And then he took off. And I went in and got Aaron, what I had planned to do. But see, my son was asleep on the front porch. If my son had heard him there, the way I was thinking, there would have been a huge fight. But now, Tim Hines, the guy who's best friends with the other guy that was in with Aaron on that murder, the guy that never seen jail, supposedly now the girl that's behind them and that way back in the woods and down the driveway, Stephanie, who they all smoked pot together, supposedly now he's hooked up with her and they're going to get married or something. But anyway, at one point Joshua runs out pissed off, saying that the neighbor saw him come in there and now he's got $20 missing or something. And then supposedly the family told Mr. Hines never to come back around there. Joshua was wanting to go down there and get his money. You know, a bunch of crap. Then before you know it, they're friends again. I don't understand it. He still comes around all hours of the night. I charge my phone constantly in my car. If my battery runs down, if I'm right there in front, then I can hook it up to their charger because I have no power. Plus, it's some kind of human contact because I've isolated myself during this whole thing. And another thing, it helps me to figure out who my enemies are because of the ones who mess with me or come around. So, and I'm telling you, they're pulling the biggest fast one. And that dude, I got him on tape. I don't know how much of it, but he threatened me, shoot me with a bow and arrow. He told me that they had put cameras in my house. He let me believe that they stole my house somehow. And then he made a joke, hey, you want to buy a house? Anything he could to try to get on my nerves. He told me my credit was bad. He told me that they're out to get me. He told me all kinds of stuff while he was supposedly, quote unquote, living there for a couple of weeks. Said his grandmother kicked him out, something to do with flowers outside. Like he stomped on her flowers accidentally. I don't know. Bunch of bullcrap. All these people end up, when I'm there or around the house, they go there, they live there for a little bit and they leave. Live there for a little bit and leave. It's all because of me, dude. I'm telling you. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Every single thing there is bullcrap, guys. I don't believe anything. I found by my car once what looked to be like a meth pipe. That was a plant. They're not doing drugs. They're probably being tested and trying to make me think they're doing drugs. I don't believe anything that comes from there. So I shall digress later back to these things as I can remember things I have forgot. There's thousands of things to remember, guys, and I just can't do it. But I'll try to touch bases on the jail and what happened there later in the next coming videos. Thanks. Like and subscribe or whatever they say. Bye.